Welcome back, everybody, to the 432 podcast. This is episode number 3. I'm so pumped about today. I have my good friend, Trey Kleitz. He is on the episode today, and I just cannot wait for this conversation, bro. How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing well. So been very excited to get you on the podcast. You were recommended by a lot of people. Oh, you got to get Trey on. I was like, bro, I need to hear his story. I've never actually heard your story before.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Bro, I'm just going to start, with, I guess, how did you come to Jesus? When did you start having a relationship with Jesus?
Yeah. First, I just want to say I appreciate you having me on this. Something I kind of been praying for a little bit. And
of course, bro.
When you reached out to me, it was kind of like a blessing in disguise. And I'm like, man, I got to do this. So first, I appreciate you asking me. So
of course, bro. Absolutely.
So how did I come to Jesus? I would say it's a pretty simple story. I kind of grew up in the church. My grandpa, who I call Pop-Up, he built the church about 35 years ago, and he's been a pastor there ever since.
Okay,
up in
that's
Buffalo,
cool.
New York, where I'm from.
That's sick.
So I just kind of grew up in the church. My family's kind of always been involved. My dad was a youth pastor for a real long time.
Okay, cool.
And so I've kind of just had a really steady relationship with Jesus all the way through.
That's dope.
Definitely had ups and downs, as everyone does. I've definitely had times in my life where I've kind of lacked in faith a little bit. I can just remember through high school, kind of just sports overtaking my life at times, where I kind of just, not on purpose, but sports would be above God. And I would kind of realize that when you take a step back and you look back at it, it's like, man, that kind of stinks. I was doing that. But, and in college as well, I've had times where I've kind of lacked in faith where I've gone through some adversity, and looking back at it, it's like, why did he put me through this? And then I kind of figure it out. So, but yeah, simple answer, I would say I kind of always had a steady faith with Jesus.
Got you. Okay. What church is it that your grandpa's a pastor at, your papa?
So Crossroads Christian Church. So,
okay,
yep,
cool.
It's in, if you know where East Aurora is.
Yeah.
It's right on the border of East Aurora and Elma, New York.
Got you.
So
okay.
It's like 5 minutes from Iroquois High School. That's where I went to high school.
Okay, so you're a PK.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, so dad's a youth pastor, grandpa was a full pastor.
Still is, yeah.
Yeah, what was that like when your dad was a youth pastor? How old were you?
So I was young. I think I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade when he started it.
Got you.
And then he just recently stopped when I was a junior in high school. So it was a short time period, but he's always been involved with the church. But man, that was such a blessing. Just like, all the kids would get called back into youth service, and so we'd all go back there, and my dad would be sitting there like waiting for me to get there.
That's
and
sick.
He'd give us a sermon or just kind of like a message. And I feel like every time he gave a message, it was really kind of tailored towards me in a sense. And I always learned so much from him. And then we'd go home and we'd talk about it. And
that's really cool.
Yeah, and
that's
just
so
having my pop-up too as a pastor, man, it's something special. He prays over me every day. We talk on the phone almost every day. And yeah, it's just such a blessing to have those two in my life as pastors.
Yeah, that's such a blessing too, to have I think it's easy to look at a testimony and be like, man, I haven't had this crazy, all this insane stuff happen that you sometimes hear from other people. But what a blessing it is to grow up in a family where it was just rooted in Christ.
Absolutely. Where
you have pastors and youth pastors and building up in fellowship, just even from a young age. That's such a blessing, and that not many people get to say that too. Which is just as powerful of a testimony, which I really do love. And with my dad being a pastor now,
wow,
I was never a PK.
Yeah.
But my dad became a pastor 2 years ago. So
wow,
that's been pretty cool. Just seeing my dad, the way he is on fire for Jesus and the way he speaks, it's inspiring to see your dad like that. So I definitely am very similar with you in that way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But so I also mentioned sports being a big aspect of your life in high school. You were a dual sport star in high school, right? Quarterback.
Yeah.
I'm assuming point guard of the team.
Yeah.
What was that like, trying to juggle being a really big sports, very big star athlete in high school, trying to find your faith with Jesus, trying to continue that walk? What was that like?
For sure. Yeah, sports has been a crucial part of my life. There's 2 things I've really taken away from sports. The first being connections on and off the court or the field, wherever it was. Just being able to travel over the place and AAU and football tournaments and that kind of thing. just being able to build bonds with my teammates through those events and meeting new people, whether it's coaches, mentors, even like ADs, like it's just like such a cool thing just to be able to experience stuff
100%
outside of just like real world. You know, it's the sports, you know, it's people. I mean, you know, you're an athlete. It's like one of those things where athletes connect with athletes, and it's a whole different conversation when you really connect with them. Yeah. You know, and then obviously from another thing that I've learned is adversity. So kind of like you said, like I was like a 2-sport star in high school, and football. I had most of the records for football, and then my brother came in and broke all of them.
That's so cool, by the way. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he just broke 2 Western New York records for passing touchdowns and passing yards in a career, and now he's like second in the state right now.
That's crazy.
All the time. So yeah, he's balling out right now. So it's really cool. He's kind of like taking after me and that kind of thing, but he's really creating his own path. Yeah. You know, and then basketball, I hold most of the records as of right now until my brother Justin breaks them again. So, yeah, it's really cool. But anyway, so the adversity part of it didn't really strike me until I got to college. So some people know, but not a lot of people know because I don't really talk about it as much. But going through high school, you know, 7th grader on varsity, I've kind of had it all the way through, kind of been like the guy. And then I got to college, and it was a switch. Like, no one really prepared me for the high school to college transition. Yeah. And so I got there in preseason. I'm like, oh, yeah, like, it's going to be the same thing. Like, I averaged 20-something in high school. I can do it in college. Easy money. And went through preseason, and I was probably, like, bottom 2, maybe the worst guy on the team. And it was, I mean, it's hard. I mean, I was a buck 70, like, maybe 5'11". I was small. Yeah. And, you know, I just wasn't playing the way I wanted to play. And so the whole time I'm thinking, like, why? Like, why is this happening to me? Like, why can't I just do as good as I'm doing in high school? Right. And so had a conversation with Coach Mark, who's a coach up for our team, and he kind of just said, like, you know, I think it's best to be redshirt. And if you don't know, you know what a redshirt is, but basically it's like you sit out, you don't get to play in any games, but you get to practice and travel. So that whole time, it kind of like tested my faith of, for one, do I want to play basketball still? Like, do I still want to do this? And two, it tested my faith as, you know, is God really going to pull me through this? You know, why is he putting me through this? And so I did the whole season, and I'm thinking, like, should I stay? Should I leave? Like, that kind of thing. And ended up sticking it out. A lot of prayer. A lot of people prayed for me. Then I went to year 2, and it was kind of the same kind of thing. You know, I played, but only 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes wouldn't even get in the game. Yeah. And that was really tough, too. But, you know, I kind of decided to stick it out one more year. And then coming into this last year, that's kind of when, like, I took off a little bit as far as basketball.
You had a breakout year last year.
Thank you.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think I averaged maybe around like 9 or 10 points and played about 20 minutes a game, and just a lot of other things that happened. So I think just the whole point of that is that being able to overcome adversity in sports is so crucial, because now I've experienced that, and that can kind of trickle into my life as I go on.
100%.
And you know, be a leader in that aspect. So.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, with sports being like one of the biggest aspects of your life, and going through adversity with that is going to be so crucial, like you said, to help you in other aspects of your life. For sure. Where adversity hits when you're maybe not expecting it, like hit you like a truck, you know? Yeah. Like I remember last year, everybody was kind of like, yo, where'd Trey come from? Like, like you had become, like, last year when y'all's season was kind of gone, everybody was like, oh shoot, like he's here. And then I think the one game that I remember was really like started, I think the biggest one was that, you know, like a 30-point game.
Yeah, the Malloy game.
At Malloy game, yeah. And that's when I remember I was chilling with some friends, and they were like, bro, you know how Trey's been doing good? I was like, yeah, he's been doing pretty good. And they were like, bro, he just had 30. And I was like, what?
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
No way. I was like, what? Come on. I was like, come on, Trey. Yeah. Like, that was a crazy game. So last year was like, I mean, dude, that's just a testament to you sticking it out. Yeah. You know, having faith in the Lord and him providing that for you through your hard work.
Absolutely. You know? Yeah. I mean, that was all God. And that was 100% what I look back on when I go through that whole process of starting from a redshirt freshman all the way up until now. Right. It's like he really took me through all those things to get me to that point. And now I'm able to have a leadership role on my team as a senior. Man. It's like, it's kind of all coming together. So, yeah. I mean, and you've been like a really big mentor, even just like with basketball for me. I've come to you with a lot of questions and seeking advice, especially last year with playing you guys in the postseason. Yeah, for sure.
Wasn't really sure how to navigate that. And you've been a big, like, I can see how the Lord's using you in that, and through basketball with your leadership, like He's using you to be outspoken and to help other people. Yeah. So I appreciate that from you as well. Like your obedience and you sticking it out is helping other people as well. It's not just you. Mm-hmm. So I hope you see that.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah. So kind of gearing more towards like the faith aspect of your life. I've been seeing you be like way more outspoken about your faith, and you've seemed like really, really just like be out there about it. And it's been like one of the greatest things for me to see is like a guy on the basketball team where there's not a lot of faith included in there. Seeing you be outspoken, what was the pivotal point for you where you started being more outspoken about your faith?
For sure. I would say there's two things. I think for one, I always thought, and we talked about this before, but I've always thought to share my testimony, to share about Jesus, you've always had to have it put together. You've always had to be like on the straight line with Jesus. Mm-hmm. And I always thought like, oh man, like I just sinned. Like I just said something stupid. Like why should I talk about Jesus with this person if I'm doing this? And I think a lot of people get that mixed up and think that I need to have it together before I share about Jesus. But the reality is God wants you however you are, whether you're broken or not.
Come on.
He wants you to share his name, his glory, your testimony that he's given you. He wants you to share it.
Come on.
You know,
that's so good, bro. That's so good.
Just talking with you and Sim and Spencer and all those guys, like, I think you guys have really made me realize that. And then when you gave me that call about, hey, like, come on the podcast, come talk about this, I'm like, I mean, I feel like I got to now. Like, basically, he's just telling me, hey, you got to do it, man. So,
man, that's such a blessing.
Yes, really, really is. And then the other thing I would say is I think I had a calling to lead. And so whether that's in sports or that's in life, I think I had a real big calling. And I kind of got like a story. So my, let's see, it was about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And so my pop-up always has prayed for me since I was real little, like, Trey, you're going to lead. Like, you're going to lead people. You're bringing people to Christ. And, you know, I'm 11, 10 years old. I'm thinking, like, what is this guy talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I'm young. Like, I don't really know how I'm going to lead or whatever. And so about 2 years ago, I went to this worship night. And my best friend Joe from back home, he invited me to go, and it was at the Tabernacle.
Okay.
And so I went, and I was thinking, you know, this is going to be a cool worship night.
Yeah.
You know, or worship, pray, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the pastor gives a sermon. So we're going through the whole thing, and the pastor gets up there, gives a great sermon. And then he goes, okay, we're going to have an altar call. And so, like, my whole life, like, when they give altar calls, I've always kind of just been like, I don't really need to do that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just like, you know, you got it. Like, I'm good with Christ. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But, man, that night, he gave an altar call, and he said, as soon as I'm done with this sermon, if you need prayer, if you need to worship, please come to the front.
Yeah.
And as soon as he said that, my body, without even me doing it, just stood up.
Ooh.
And he walked me over and put me down on my hands and my knees, and I just started praying and worshiping. So I'm like, I don't even know what I'm doing right now, but this feels amazing. Like, this is great.
Yeah.
And so I kind of look up, and I see the pastor kind of weaving his way through the people that are up in the altar. And he's coming over towards me. And I'm like, oh, man, like, I don't know what this guy's about to say to me. He's about to pray. And he puts his hand on my shoulder, and he says, you're going to lead. You're going to bring people to Christ. However that is, you're going to do it.
Wow.
And as soon as he said that, I just started sobbing, like uncontrollably crying. And I don't cry. Like, I can't remember the last time I cried, besides that one moment where I just started bawling my eyes out.
Yeah.
And I just remember just like all the weight of anxiety and stress and all that stuff just kind of lifted off of me. And I've always been more of a shy, like, reserved kind of guy. But after that moment, I feel like I've been able to make more connections with people, kind of go up more outspoken. And I still struggle with public speaking, but I feel like now I'm more comfortable with just when I get there and I start talking, it's so much easier.
Yeah.
You know, and
just getting, like, starting talking is like the hardest part.
Absolutely. So it was just like that moment, I just felt like all that, like, weight lifted off of me. And now I know, like, my calling is to lead. And
wow, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so insane. It's
awesome. Like, now what God's doing, you know, like I told you earlier, like, I have a leadership now on the team we have now. And
it's huge.
At my church at Crossroads, this guy that I met, he's from Liberty University, came up to me and wants to start a ministry.
Really?
And the whole point of the ministry is to bring a revival back to Western New York.
Wow.
in Buffalo, and because that's really lacking right now.
Yeah.
So him and I have been working together for a couple days now, actually, and it's called Crossroads USA. So the guy that I met, his name's Jacob Bull. He has a organization that worked with Turning Point with Charlie Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
So we had some really good connections that way.
Wow.
And he's bringing it to Crossroads, and the whole point of it is to bring revival. So yeah, man. Talk about just God just being there and just being able to provide for me. I mean, that's kind of how it's going right now. It's amazing. It's really amazing.
Wow. I mean, to see, like, you said you were pretty shy and timid and reserved person.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're all about leading. You know, you're all about being outspoken. Like, and that, like, there's always a time for you to be led and then to lead.
Absolutely.
Like, the Lord is just preparing you all this time. Like, he's just been preparing you for what he has for you.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, if you see in the Bible, there were the ones that were the most outspoken about God, like, they spent so much time in solitude with 100%. Him and quiet time with him. Yeah. Jesus spent so much time his ministry was only 3 years. Yep. But he spent all that other time in solitude with God. And even during the ministry, he spent a lot of time with God.
Absolutely.
So that quietness and that reserved, like, persona or personality that you had was for a reason. Yeah. You know, like, I remember, like, God had to, like, really check me, because when I first started to have a relationship with him, I wanted to be really outspoken at first, but, like, he was like, you got to chill out. Like, let's just spend that time with me first. And when I call you to it, then move into it. He's called you into it, bro. And he's moving you into Crossroads USA, like, being more outspoken, doing things like this, you know, sharing with people, because it's everything. It's always bigger than ourselves. It's always for Jesus, and the glory goes to Jesus in every way. And it's like, it's so cool to see, bro. Yeah. Proud of you, bro. That's awesome.
Appreciate
That's
that.
so sick. Yeah. So Crossroads USA, bringing revival to Western New York. What is that like? As of right now, how's it going? Those couple of days of preparation, how's it going?
Yeah. I mean, so it's funny. He actually just met with me on Saturday. So he texted me. He was like, hey, because that's really the first time I ever met him. I just kind of said hi to him at church, and then my pop-up got us connected in that way. And so he had like a whole PowerPoint slide showed up, and it's really good. I mean, it's going to be kind of new to us because we've never really done something like that. I know I haven't. He's done something similar, but not the same. And, you know, it's new. But the whole point is just, like you said, bring revival back. So worship nights, Bible studies, anything that entails just praising Jesus. And we're just trying to get as many people as we can. And it's just, right now, like, Buffalo is just lacking with revival. Like, we kind of see it in Rochester a little bit. But if you go look down south and, like, you even look like Ohio State football, if you've seen any of this stuff that they're doing, like,
100%,
it's
bro.
just amazing. And they have this one brand called Run with Christ, and they're doing great things over there. So we're trying to, like, almost do what they're doing, but put a little spin off on it. And do
100%.
like that. So
yeah, bro.
It's going well. It's fresh. It's new.
Very fresh.
You know, there's gonna be a lot of trials and a lot of errors, but we're excited to get started. So
yeah. So do you think right now you guys would have, like, Crossroads? Would it be at the church?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep. So we actually have a worship night October 24th. So we're gonna So it's kind of tough because it's a Friday night and there's a lot of football going on. So I won't be able to go because Justice is this homecoming game, so I'm not gonna be able to go. But I mean, anyone in the Buffalo area, if they're watching, I mean, you guys are more than welcome to show up.
You heard it here first. We're October 24th at the Crossroads Church.
Crossroads Christian Church.
Come on now, worship night. Yeah,
corner of Girdle and Jameson Road.
Man, see, this is what it's all about, bro. That's so cool. That's
so
cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro, man. So with you being a leader right now, you stepped into a really big leadership role senior year. Are you planning on doing a fifth year at all? Or is this going to be your last year?
Yeah, I'm going to use my fifth year.
Okay, cool.
I had that redshirt year, and the whole point of it was to get that fifth year. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might do a master's. I might do a minor in, like, maybe ministry or something.
There you go.
Trying to figure it out. You know, take it day by day, a lot of prayer about it.
Let the Lord lead you in that, bro.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. How are you feeling going into this season with you guys?
Man, I'm excited.
Yeah,
it's a really great group of guys this year. You know, on the court, we all get along. We all play together the right way. off the court, the guys are just great. I had my whole team up the 2 weekends ago, and just kind of seeing how we all interact with each other, and just kind of like taking a step back and just seeing how everyone interacts with each other is just really amazing. They're really respectful kids, really respectful to my parents and my family. Like, it's been such a blessing to meet some of the guys we have, actually all the guys we have this year. Yeah. And just seeing hearing their stories and seeing how they act. Like, it's just a great group of guys. So I'm really excited for this year. It's a new team. We have 6 or 7 new guys. Right. So it's like, we're going to see how it goes. Yeah.
But, I really, really like the new group of guys that came in, because even it just seems like such a big difference in the first couple of years that I was here. Yeah. 100%. Just the way that they go about, I don't know, they seem very, which every year it's kind of hard to tell with any team, if with a new team, like how, guys will be in high spirits, but then true colors show when you get like mid-season. But
absolutely,
like this, there is like a difference. I can see the difference in like the unselfishness and the way the guys interact. The chemistry is very, very different than it seemed like from last year, for sure.
For sure, 100%. Yeah, I mean, that's a testament to the recruiting too by the coaches.
Yeah,
they did a great job of recruiting, and they put a lot of time and effort in. So
yeah, and I know good and well, like coaches, like, I mean, I've known Coach Mike for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And then got to know Coach Sim really well recently, as the last couple of years, and I know that Coach Sim leads, the Lord leads him in every way. So
absolutely.
And that also, I know that goes into the way he coaches. So yeah, and Coach Mark, in the same way, the way he coaches, I know that those coaches are, it's not just, I don't know, I feel like it seems like to me, they've been very grounded in their faith and the way they go about the team.
100%.
So that's a big thing, and the Lord's, that he sees that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, bro, that's really dope. Yeah, I really, really do think that there's a really good core of guys that just want to win, want to play unselfish. And also, by the way, I saw the pictures of your house. Is a golf simulator in there? Is that true?
Yeah,
is that real?
That was put in last October.
That's so crazy.
So, yeah, man.
Do you golf like that? Are you a big golfer?
I love to golf. I wouldn't say I'm great. I would say I'm a decent golfer.
Okay.
Like mid to low 80s. So, yeah.
I'm just now getting into golf. So
really,
Micah.
Yeah.
Barber. So we started going to the driving range over summer, and we were horrible. Like, it was so bad.
It's really tough.
But just got myself a set of clubs and a bag, all that stuff, and then now I go to a driving range. I look a little bit better because I have the bag and I swing.
Let me know. Let me know where we're going.
Let's go. I'm down. I still haven't gone on golfing though.
Yeah.
Haven't gone on a course because on a driving range I'm still trying to figure out
for sure
how to get accurate with my hits because I shank right all the time.
Man, that's an easy fix. Not really. I don't know how to fix that either. I don't know how to fix that either. I'm all over the place sometimes.
I'm all over the place, bro. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So
it's tough.
So we've been enjoying going golfing. So
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, you got a half court?
Man, yeah.
Okay.
Who's telling you all this information?
Just people, bro.
Yeah,
just talking.
I get it. I understand. Yeah. We put that in towards beginning of my freshman year of college.
Cool. That's dope.
Yeah. So that's really been just such a blessing.
That's a big blessing, by the way.
Yes, 100%.
To have that
available,
that's really cool. Just to have that,
Yeah, man. And then on top of that, you probably already know this too, but we have a pet pig.
Do you really?
Yes. His name is Bacon.
No way.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah. No, we're never gonna eat him. Don't worry. He's supposed to be a little teacup pig. He's supposed to be yay big or whatever, and then he ends up being a potbelly pig. So he's huge. He's massive. 200 pounds.
Dang.
Yeah.
He just walks around the house?
Oh yeah. He's got a room downstairs.
Really?
He's got a nice. I don't think he understands how nice he has it. That's the thing.
He knows it.
I don't know, man. He gets greedy sometimes. We'll say that. But he's a good animal.
Any other pets in the house?
3 dogs.
3? What kind of dogs?
2 boxers and then blue heeler mix.
Really?
Yeah.
So I grew up with 2 boxers. I had me and my dad, and we had 2 boxers since I was really young.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were great dogs. They were great dogs. Her and my mom and my dog Bella, they didn't get along very well. She was old and she was cranky, and my mom didn't like her very much, so they didn't get along. But she loved my dad and me, but she loved my daddy the most. But yeah, we now got at the house. We got a dog and a cat. Little cat that she doesn't grow anymore. She's a little she'll stay small. But then we got a Bernedoodle.
Okay.
Bernese Mountain Dog and a poodle mix, and she's she's wonderful. She's great. I love her so much.
That's awesome.
But yeah, a pet pig.
Yeah, it's like a mini farm.
Yeah.
It's like a mini farm.
And so 3 dogs and a pig. That's the house?
That's the house. And then I
Man.
got my younger brother Justice, and then my parents. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And yeah, how has that been? Like, just like with Justice, kind of seeing like him coming through high school and doing what you did, but breaking some records. Like, that's pretty cool. How is that? How is y'all's relationship?
Such a blessing. It's amazing just to see what he does. He's a special kid on the court and on the field, but like off the court, if you get to know him, he's amazing.
That's awesome, bro.
He's on fire for the Lord. He leads
Man.
some worship for kids at our church.
That's so sick.
He actually last year he won it's like a national character award thing.
Really?
And he got to meet Dawson Knox and
Really?
Frank Reich, who was the Bills' old quarterback, and he won this huge national award just for his character.
Wow.
So yeah, he's a great player, but if you get to know him off the court, he's just such a great guy.
But that's going to translate way more than the sports, because
oh my gosh, yeah.
At some point, listen, at some point the ball is going to stop bouncing.
Tell him.
Whatever sport you're playing, that will stop.
Tell him.
You will not be able to play that your entire life.
100%.
So if there's one thing that I would say, take advice from Trey and Justice, because their identity is not in their sport, and look how they are as a person.
Absolutely.
So that's a testament.
Yes.
You and him both. Like,
appreciate that.
I don't even know him, but just by the way you talk about him, I can tell.
Yeah.
He's got a good head on his shoulders.
Yes.
So that's
absolutely.
And to get all the attention he's been getting for his athletic performances, and to see how he's handling it, it seems like is just God's hand.
Oh, 100%.
God's hand guiding him. And even just like what I've really been able to tell is like God works generationally so much. Like,
man,
through your grandfather, through him being what he, like, on fire for God the way he is, like, translating to your dad, then translating down to you and your brother. Like, that is generational work by Jesus. And like with my family, there was generational work being done as well. And like, that's every family. It always goes back to just, it's always bigger than you and even your dad. It goes way farther back. Yeah. And he's always working before you were even a thought, you know? And it's 100%. Like, yeah, bro, that's such a blessing to see God's hand on your family. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yeah, bro. So I do have one last question for you, and we'll probably have a great conversation based off this question, but what would you say to anyone who's struggling to be outspoken in their faith?
Yeah. I would just say the simple answer is just go for it. You can't worry about what people are going to say, what people are going to think, because no matter what you're going to do, people are going to criticize you. And I think that goes from a faith aspect, but also goes from a real world aspect too. They're going to criticize you no matter what you do. So, I mean, I feel like a lot of people nowadays, it's just so hard for them to say what they really want to say without them being criticized. And so I would just say, for one, just share it. Just share what's on your heart. For me, it was hard. I was always shy and reserved, like I told you.
100%.
But once I got that prayer, and once I figured it out, like, man, like, Jesus really changed my life, and I didn't even really realize it. You just got to share it, man. Whether it's one-on-one with a person that you just met, with a friend, on a podcast, or just like a Fields of Faith that you did. I mean, that's amazing what you did. So it's like, there's so many ways just to share about God. And my pop-up always tells me, plant the seed, then watch it grow. All you have to do is just plant the seed. You don't even have to really water it. All you got to do is just let God do it.
Let God do it.
It could be simple as, hey, Jesus loves you, man. And
very simple.
For sure. I mean, that's one thing. And I also say, kind of like going back to what I said to earlier, like, you don't have to be qualified to be able to share the gospel. You don't have to have it all together. You just lay at the feet of Jesus.
Come on, bro.
Clean you.
Come on, bro.
And just share the gospel.
Come on, bro.
Just do it, man.
That's good. That's so good. Yeah, like planting that seed and seeing it grow. That is such a blessing. Just to see it grow is a blessing.
For sure.
Because we can't force that to grow.
100%.
When you water a plant, when you plant a plant at first, you can't just tell it to grow and become the biggest thing it can be. It takes time. It takes effort.
100%.
But the best thing about it is God does that.
Yeah.
Planting the seed is all he asks. And like, yeah, bro, that's so good. Yeah. That's so good, man. To hear how far you've come. is such a blessing, bro. And like there's a lot of maturity in how you speak because of just that. I really think just like you not being as outspoken for so long allowed for a lot of wisdom to be poured into you from Jesus, and like that's such a blessing to hear and see, bro.
I would also say on top of that too, just your company and how important it really is.
Woo, talk about it, bro.
I mean,
talk about that.
Seriously, like just coming to Robert. So actually, I'll bring it back even to high school. Like,
Yeah.
I've had friends in high school who just weren't really had a personal relationship with Jesus. And looking back at it, it's hard. You know, just doing it by yourself is hard.
You can't.
No, you can't. I mean, it's
by yourself.
You've got to have a community.
Yep.
And I didn't really realize that until I got to college.
Yeah.
And then my second year, I met Sim. I met Spencer right away. Spencer Glenn. He was just such a blessing to me.
Yeah, bro.
And then just all the way through Roberts, just meeting new people. And I met you, and just everything you tell me about how great God is. It really just kind of pours into my life. And yeah, just how important community really is, and you know, getting to meet new people and hearing new perspectives. You know, it's important. It's really important.
Bro, that's incredible. Yeah, I mean, the aspect of like, thank you for touching on that, because community is so important and so overlooked. I feel like a lot of people will try and do it by themselves, or they're in a position where they don't have anyone around them.
100%.
Go to God with that and watch him, like, see what he does with that. Yeah. Like, let God provide that community for you.
Yes, 100%.
I prayed for a long time that God would provide people for me. While I was at Roberts, I was like, God, I pray that you would give me a community around me that loves you, that's on fire for you, that builds me up and lifts me closer to you. And he's done that and even more.
For sure.
I have a community around me and friends who are family. I have guys who are brothers, and like guys who mentor me, but I can also like pour into them just as much. Iron sharpens iron. And so
100%.
Yeah, that's such a blessing, and like I'm so glad you touched on that, because that is really, really important.
It is.
Yeah. And and that's a big reason why, like with basketball, I do see the Lord is like his hand's been over that with my journey with basketball so far here at college. Like, you know how it's been, and just I see that as a opportunity to be a light, which is encouraging. You know, it's encouraging. It can be discouraging at times to play on the developmental team, and you're like, man, I wonder, like, I really do want to get an opportunity to get on the roster.
For sure.
But then it's like, it's bigger than that, though.
100%.
The position you're in there for a reason.
Talk to him. God
has a position, like you're there for a reason. Yeah. And so like he's using you in that way. So the position you're in, the leadership position you're in, it's going to be frustrating. It's going to be like it's going to be really hard, especially when the season really gets going. Yeah. But it's going to be such a blessing in the same, because you get to be bigger than the God's bigger than the struggles. Yeah. He's going to bring you out of that and help you bring your teammates out of that as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, bro. Man, what a blessing, bro. What a blessing. This conversation has been amazing.
100%.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm so happy to see where God has you and where he's going to keep bringing you towards. It sounds like it's just getting started, bro. Like it sounds like, especially with Crossroads, like you're just reaching the surface. Yeah. And I feel like at this point, like we all are just touching the surface. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look what you started right now with the podcast. I mean, that's amazing.
Man, just Jesus opening doors.
Touched so far, like, it's awesome. It's really just amazing to see what you're doing now.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Thank you,
just touching the surface, man. I'm
excited.
Touching
the surface, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah. Well, guys, that is going to wrap it up for the pod. Thank you guys for listening. The support has been insane. Just so much text and in-person conversations from everybody. I really appreciate you guys watching and seeing the short clips and the full videos on YouTube. So check us out on YouTube. Going to be getting the full clips on Spotify as well, so you can listen. Check out Instagram and TikTok. There'll be short clips on there. Stay tuned. We got Trey's episodes coming out today. And then make sure you tap in later this week. Pastor Joey, he's a pastor here at Roberts Wesleyan, so make sure you tap in. He's coming out this coming week as well. So thank you guys for listening. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.